between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, Clifford. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Slam, slam.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Off the play fake. Clifford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Watch the ass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Kill.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook.
Hey, alert 3.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Flushed out right. Lets it. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Costello. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 55's Mike.
Hey, Zoom. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Mike, 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Rush in. Check.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Yeah, baby.
Okay, break.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, exit. Boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Go.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
10 Lobo.
49. Hey, I'm coming after you. Under 10. 10.
Bravo.
49's the Mike.
Say go.
On first down, Costello. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the set.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 31.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Got a man open. It's Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
28 right now. Let's go. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Big grip.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Patriots.
Down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Get ready.
Hey, Delta. Down.
Looking to throw. Clifford.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go,
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Off the play fake. Costello. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Switch.
Back. Check 26. He's checking. He's
Off play action. Costello. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Matt Milano showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Ready.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Check 52.
Go.
Off the play fake. Costello. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
218, chopper.
You got tight right there. Check 9. Hey, check 24. Kill.
Hey, orbit.
Undercrunch.
And
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get
That's
some.
going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
There we go.
Stephon Diggs
That's it.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too,
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too with the day he's had. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Yeah, score. Touchdown, baby. Hey.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 36, 36. Get it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Watch out.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the
Off
field.
play action. Costello. And Diggs has it. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover it, double it, triple, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connect.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
Good job.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing that.
On the ground is Michel. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's bring it.
Off the play fake. Clifford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
They can't stop the franchise.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On the ground, Michel. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
But it brings up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Clifford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Score! Yeah.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 24.
Tavecchio set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Three down.
And it's Michel once again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, D.
Now.
On 3rd down, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That's a gain of 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Double dog.
Hey, Zoo.
Off play action. Costello. And he's got Lockett. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
54. It's a party now.
Ready?
On third down, Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
8 reads.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Check 13.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. Things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will stem this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check.
Keep gripping.
To throw on second down, Clifford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
Off the play fake.
Here we go.
Costello. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 50.
From the gun, Costello. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 80 weapon. Ricky. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, dude.
On 4th down, Clifford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Let's go, baby.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On the double.
48 for Mike. Hey.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Michelle, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw, 61 matchbox lights.
Get him. Watch this.
Hey, Echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They're running.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
You see me out here? That's it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man out.
And an alley to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
A big offensive...